reign like the gods, and the blacks they despise us. Prisons not bars, at least not to the meek.
It's the land and the law that oppresses the weak.
The sun hits your skin like a lash on the shoulder from the Isle of Van Diemen. God bless motherland, my own. The search is mine. Going round, roving back and stride. Search our days, for we that live under southern sky.
I was at the VCA studying opera, and I was mucking about with a few ideas for a song. I was writing themed around an Irish father talking to his son, and that just became NED.
We're lucky enough here in Bendigo to have some very talented creators and performers that have really cut their teeth in Bendigo. And one of those was Adam Lyons, who happened to be one of the stars of King Kong. And he had, over a long period of time, an ambition to create the next great Australian musical.
I came back to Bendigo and talked to David Lloyd and Anne, who've been fantastic champions for the project.
David has always had a passion, and I'm certainly very supportive of it, of being able to actually make art and send it out to the rest of the world.
There's nothing like this that's been done in Australia, where a theatre has come to support a production in bringing it to life. They've been incredibly supportive to us, and they've put in a huge gamble.
The
auditions went extremely well. I was very happy with the people that we saw, and I think we've put together a really fine cast.
I'm very excited to be part of the team to bring this story to life. I think it's a really natural subject matter for us as Victorians, as people from the goldfields, to tell the story of Ned Kelly. I think it's really part of our blood and part of our heritage.
One thing that's become very evident through all of the years of work we've been putting into this is that there is such a wealth of material about Ned and the Kellys.
First instance, and sort of drives me forward, is how indelibly he's connected to the Australian spirit, and the underdog and the working classes and the shearers and the unions. He was the original little man kicking up at the big bosses. The capital is such an enormous part of Bendigo's history. It just feels kind of right to be back here being a part of the future of the new theatre.
This is the first locally staged full musical or full performance product that we'll have coming out of Alhambra. In fact, it's one of the very few that have happened in Bendigo at all.
And of course, it's perfect for Ned Kelly. It is absolutely the perfect venue for this show to open. You know, to get in there amongst all that history and the bluestone and the railings and the feel of the jail. It could not be a more perfect venue.
Exciting to be going back home to Bendigo. That's where I started out, that's where I did my first theatre, that's where I first took music lessons. And I think it's a really great way of coming back and giving back to the community in Bendigo who are so passionate about theatre and so passionate about music. I don't think that the season at the Alhambra is really the end of this process either. I think the project, you know, if all goes well, then we'll have a life of its own beyond Bendigo and potentially even beyond Australia.
I think it's absolutely essential. I think if this can actually work and be put in place, then I think it will have an ongoing life that will benefit the theatre industry of this country immensely.
It really is a privilege, and I think Bendigo should be very excited, because I certainly am.
It really is a new work, it's a new Australian work, it's something that's never been tried before, and it really has the potential to go far, far beyond any of our wildest dreams.
And it eases my soul, and though you may not believe it,